bit split, a little bit mixture of opinions as to what's going to be beautiful, but we know it's beautiful, those shots. And also my lovely co-caster Trent, how you doing, sir?
I don't think I can really measure up to those shots of Thailand, though. Jeez, that is absolutely gorgeous.
Split, a little bit mixture of opinions as to what's going to be beautiful, but we know it's beautiful, those shots. And also my lovely co-caster Trent, how you doing,
yesterday. We lost a couple of teams, and no one going home today. Absolutely
split, a little bit mixture. Absolutely, and a great match to start us all off today. Panel talked about it to death. We got Neon facing off against TNC.
We lost a couple of teams, and no one going home today.
A lot of pent-up energy, and absolutely, a great match to start us. Venomancer just gooing people up.
Yeah, finally Earth Spirit mid, right? The panelists, they were teasing us with it, mentioning it yesterday, and I've gotten to see, like, I think, like, maybe
Mr. JG trying to block the way. Tim will fall. First blood.
All right, well, solid start for the mid Earth Spirit as we were hoping for.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Yeah. Like 20 HP per level, just about, with his like crazy high strength gain, and then of course like he also can rotate around and find tons of kills.
Gotta hit those rolls, right, and then we're all good.
Yeah.
But yes, the draft. So QO was favoring Neon pretty handily. He just liked it. Thought it was a solid play, whereas I think Denog was kind of going the opposite direction. And I mean, you can see merits to both. I think number one, TNC have the morph into the gyro, which tends to be a pretty scary matchup for the gyro because you're basically just better gyrocopter as the morphling. But I don't know, at least for me personally, the mid Magnus, even just like Magnus in general, feels like very passive. So I do think that this decision to get the Void Spirit was pretty huge at the end there, because there's a lot of pressure now on this Void Spirit and Tiny, Tims, and KB to make plays across the map to kind of create a little bit of farming time for both RML as well as Gabby.
Yeah, definitely. Make a little bit of space happen, and they're going to be able to get on the right track. I will say, as we see just a little bit of a battle back and forth here in the mid lane, it felt like Denog was more responding to Skem, particularly playing gyrocopter. It seemed like he didn't really love the way the hero looked, and I'm wanting to see like what he decides to go for as far as like earlier today on Quinn. I think we saw what was it? He went like a blink dagger third item or something crazy.
Yeah, I think even before BKB, but I mean they were also snowballing pretty damn hard that game.
That's fair. That's fair. So maybe not going to be picking that up in this game, but we'll have to wait and see.
But I mean, the main key though is that we like the idea of the aggression from the heroes, though. That seemed to have been very successful compared to like the more laid-back nature of the more common carry right now. And that does kind of include morphling, although we've also witnessed some mid morphlings from like Gunner on the Zoomers that get active very early on. So maybe if Gabby can combine a little bit of that, that could be a little bit helpful for them.
I have a feeling Gabby's going to want to get involved every now and then and just sort of farm up as well. But I always see him as a little bit more of like a get in there, get the job done, fight around a little bit type of guy.
Radiant's
and well, speaking of which, they're going on to March up in the top side, and Fairy Fire not going to be enough to keep you alive there, buddy. Play hard, gets the kill.
And in the mid lane, looks like Yopaj also went in there pretty deep. As down bottom, Tims gets chased all the way back to the tier 3 when he's pulling these creeps.
Tims might be in some trouble. No, can't quite get him. Needed another round of Fortune's End, I think, to really make that work. Tims in the meantime.
Get back out though. He's really baiting these spells.
Yeah, definitely. Jeez. That should mean that, well, they're going to try and keep some pressure on there in the bottom lane, as they won't have Tims for a little while at least.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So mid, really that much to write home about. As you see down bottom, the TP coming back in from Tim's going to look for just a little avalanche as he came back in. Didn't have level 2 for the toss back. Now getting it.
All right,
but
well,
yeah.
3 minutes in, lanes pretty even. across the board. I mean, the best thing right now is how much farm this Pango's getting. 10-1, has the Rubik by his side, and the only threat is really this like support Veno. So I feel like for now, JG pretty pleased. Can't really die in this lane, right? Versus the Veno and the Morphling.
No, not really. Although there is, I guess, a chance that they could go and kill off March instead.
That was unlucky.
Not quite able to get him. And meanwhile, back towards mid, Yopesh went in kind of hard there, and Tim's now going to toss the magnets in on him. Getting a couple more right clicks, the avalanche out, and just a few more, and no salvation. That will fall.
Old attempt to fairy fire on that one, I think.
Yeah. He was hoping he could get like a rollout after the kick away, but did not happen. So good rotation from Tim's, again, coming at the cost of KP, although KP's having an okay time. He seems to be fine down here. Already at 3.5, getting some CS. Just need those levels so he can make the rotations later. All on his way.
Yeah, and that's gonna free up the Oracle though. Wants to head to the mid lane for the 4-minute rune. There's a full bottle currently on the Earth Spirit.
Looks like Play Hard likely to go down. Can't quite get into range there to kill off the courier, and so they will be able to secure that finish onto Rubik. Ash picks up an illusion rune. Fell one time, gets the last at the same time. And yeah, dude, it's hard. Toss back. JG.
I don't believe it.
Again, he's also going to go down. He just TP'd back.
Well done by Tims. That's what they needed, though. They needed that little bit of a change in the lane, because with those two heroes, the Pango can just play super free. But timing obviously changed that equation quite a bit.
Basically, you know, somebody else took his Earth Spirit. He's like, I gotta get something else done. I gotta get a high mobility hero.
That's true.
So Tim's tiny, and he so far has been the catalyst for all these good moves around the map. The 5-minute mark is coming up, and it looks like Neon are in pretty good position to sneak away a lot of these runes. Possibly 3. We'll see how that one goes, as Canal takes 1, but they won't get the other one, so it's going to be 2 apiece.
Yeah, Tim's didn't try and like contest the Rubik, which is fine because the telekinesis, then he ran back towards mid, so we'll notice that his own ward has been stolen, and they're going to see the Oracle now going back down bottom on that Observer ward too, as JG just dances his way up top there.
No real trouble at all. Very sort of meandering game. You can follow 1 or 2 of those heroes around as they make their rotations, and that's where the action's going to happen. Everybody else just kind of holding hat for the moment. And now makes the move. They do a little fade bolt back the other way from Play Hard, harassing away. There is Tim's mid, so they could go for a toss into RP play, but it's not an easy kill on Diopaj.
I mean, if I'm TNC, I feel like I'm just pretty happy right now. KP's just getting a lane. Armel's doing fine.
Middle tower
Just barely
is under
rotations.
attack.
There we go, the RP skewer, but it's a hard target with the roll, and they missed that Gale too.
Well, and they're going to throw out the Fortune's End afterwards. Avalanche, this dude is very, very tanky. And it looks like he is going to be able to walk away. Picks up the Arcane Rune, the Oracle, and they're just going to back out again. So everybody comes mid, and nobody dies.
Yeah, we got double Bracer Magnus, we got double Bracer Earth Spirit. Nice and beefy.
I feel like Earth Spirit, really good Spirit Vessel game, obviously against the Morphlane. See if that is what he decides to go for. Maybe he leaves that over for one of his other allies as a pickup, possibly.
Even just being able to do that though is so good to mess with the Morphling, to change his item build, right? Because yeah, like, right now you can see Gabby really wants to just rush this E-Blade, but that's a pretty scary prospect, I think, versus how much control they have, and then just running the risk of the lucky shot. Plus, are you ever going to be E-Blade down this Morphling? Like, sorry, this Earth Spirit?
Yeah, unlikely. And you've already got like the pretty nice answer with Oracle once you get the points up in Fate's Edict. It's a pretty good save. Granted, you have to be a little bit close, which can be scary, but it's not the end of the world. A lot of stacks in the jungle right now for Radiant. It's mainly just that one big one that's over there, and also Dire have a couple around as well. It's going to clear through this big one. Looks like.
Yeah, he is quite farmed. Well, I mean, Morph's still leading the char and the gyro, but Mag, I don't know, it just looks good. Having treads, double bracer, and starting to build towards the Echo Saber for the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, Armel off to a really hot start, definitely. Now tries to kill off these wards. Yopaj makes the move over. Tim's is here as well, tosses him back. Armel doesn't have RP. They're just gonna magnetize, actually, get the root and kill onto Tim's. That was the easiest kill ever.
I don't know, I think he should know about that one.
Right?
He's played that hero. I guess it does eventually lead to the death of the Oracle. Not exactly what Tim was hoping for. Maybe he thought this could be like a better skewer angle or something, but JG dropping low up top, hits the salve, his scam is down bottom, just rocket barraging away some neutrals.
Does look like Yopaj is going to make the move out afterwards, picks up the urn, has already charges on it, could make something happen onto Gabby up top here, but they should realize that something is up since Playhard has taken over this mid lane at this point. Yopaj just going to make the sort of long meandering walk on back mid afterwards. Sure, he realizes this can't really do much elsewhere. Ooh, Faded Brooch. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Tim's was prepping for the rotation down bottom. He was just kind of doing some loop-de-loops in the jungle in between where he thought Earth Spirit may be and KP, trying to ensure that he won't be a target here. But our typical rotation around this time, 6, level 7, something like that. We get the carries swapping the lanes and taking the enemy safe lane tower. It is 2016 all over again.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Tim's
Dire's top tower is under
keeps the
attack.
creep aggro on, and it looks like they're wrapping around. I think they want to fight this.
CJG.
I think. Well, they definitely do. And now he's almost
Dire's
dead.
top tower
But the
is under
wraparound's
attack.
coming from the rest of them. This is not the way they wanted this fight to go. They're hoping to get him to come out of nowhere, but the silence to start it off finds on to Gabby. It's not quite enough. He gets the strength form off afterwards. KP, they bring down the Oracle together with Gabby, and now Tim's is nearby. JG's still pretty freaking low. Avalanche, and now switching into the Earth Spirit. Gabby rolls on. JG almost able to get him as the waveform threw a couple more punches. Is all they need to finish them off. And well, Gabby gonna stop being Earth Spirit for a little bit, switch back to Morph. That was
Dire's
pretty.
middle tower
Took some
is
time
under
to
attack.
use the shovel too. You know, efficient guy he is. Yonash does get that bounty. Oh
God, careful. KP. Oh, they're trying to get him, and they will. Fade Bolt, nicely played. Gabby.
how's he just gonna surf taunt and earn that guy to death? That was so swag.
Yeah, that was awesome. He's surfing on the Morph lane. One thing that was during all of that, the gyro did go down again. I think it was RP used along with the Venom.
Oh, we have a replay.
Side.
Yeah.
Damn.
March with the baits.
And they end up bringing down Skim there in the end. So well played by March.
And looks like he just got some
Dire's
stack
top
action
tower
happening
is
too
under
on that
attack.
Dire side. Just stacked up the Ancient and the Hard Camp. So March having a grand old time right now.
Yeah,
Radiant's bottom tower
this
is
is going to
under
be a
attack.
good game for him too. 3 points already up in the play boards. Just sort of AFK farm for a little bit if he wants to. All bottom lane, they're still pressuring the towers.
Radiant's
Gabby is
bottom
going to take it
tower has
down.
fallen.
Wibik did
Dire's
manage
top
to get
tower is
the
under attack.
attribute shift, so he's going to be a little bit tankier than he otherwise would have been.
Ah, yes, nice. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good game for March
Dire's
though
middle
because
tower
of
is
the
under
nature of
attack.
how they want to play too, of just like trying to slow down the game and the pace a little bit for this Magnus and this Morphling, especially just slowing it down whenever they want to slow it down. And that is something that the Vendo is obviously very good at, even in the support role, if you're going to skill up these
Dire's
wards
top
really
tower
early on,
is
because
under
they're just
attack.
impossible to fight into. And mind you,
Radiant's
they have some pretty good
bottom
heroes for it
tower
though,
is
like the core
under
Earth Spirit can
Radiant
just like roll
structures
through
are fortified.
and still
Right.
commit, and Gyro is a
Dire's
relatively
middle
fast
tower is
hero
under
with
attack.
some tools for taking care of the wards, big AoE damage and call down and stuff. You know, you're not like an Ursa or something, but in the end, the vision that you get from the wards, as well as just the general slow on everyone, still makes the team fights like much easier in your favor.
Yeah. Well, I think
See where he's farming right now too, though, by the
Radiant's
way? See this?
bottom
See,
tower
he stacks
is
the
under
ancient
attack.
camp for Armel and just casually and
Dire's
quietly
middle
farms the
tower
camp
is under
nearby
attack.
at XP range, you see?
yeah.
That's what you do, guys. Yeah, don't let the core know you're leeching his XP.
See, but that's the thing that I think is super interesting about this too, right? Is that it's like you're playing this hero, and I think that there's certain timings, like you're talking about. You can slow it down when you want to, like when Gyrocopter gets his BKB after the Aghanims, whatever other item he takes in between it. It's like crazy power spike where you want to be able to avoid the fights and stuff. So we'll see what that timings are that they try and hit. Probably around the Spirit Vessel will be another moment where they try and kill the Morphling, who, as of yet, hasn't really been touched. Gabby's been free to do whatever he wants, as he's taking down a whole stack of creeps on the bottom side of this as well.
He's seen the light, though. He knows. I have to go for the Manta. Supporter Spirit, sure. You can get away with the E-Blade first. You can target the Oracle the whole time and then go back for your Manta. But core Earth Spirit, like, that Spirit Vessel is going to be done way too fast. So... correct decision here, I believe, from Gabby.
Yeah. Play himself out of danger and not into danger as a smoke up by 3. The wraparound here, we'll see how it ends up working. They have the Spirit Vessel coming out on the courier, but it's not there yet for the Earth Spirit. And Armel got him caught. Kick back afterwards, the root and the roll. Going to be enough possibly to bring down Armel. KP though interrupting on that Oracle, trying to keep him alive. They managed to find that kill. But trying to back out of there. Yopaj in some trouble as well. Has a kick and then a roll if he wants to. Or they just run in. Skim shows up afterwards with the ulti. It's doing a ton of damage on the Skim. Trying to get him. They have Avalanche. 3 dead already. An unreal amount of damage coming out from Neon.
Yeah, this team is terrifying right now as a 5-man unit. This is what Gyro loves to do, is get involved in any of these team fights, especially after a couple of the spells have been hit already. And so, they still want a little bit more.
The root came through. That was perfectly played. Oracle queuing it up on Yopaj, and then the roll secured the kill.
Damn. Combo.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, TNC. I mean, they had the gold lead before all that just went down, but that magnetized, that did a lot.
Dire's middle tower.
Most of the damage in that team fight was actually from Yopaj.
Yeah, I think that decision, I thought he was just going to try and get out, but, you know, after the Gyrocopter was able to get into position and play sort of clean up there at the end, I guess it just goes to show, like, at level 11, he has 2100 HP and 10 armor. Like, this hero is really hard to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually feels just like overwhelming. But they're gonna try a mission of their own. They don't have the blink yet on Tim's.
Radiant
and they don't even have the Yules on KP. This is a very aggressive smoke for like with no power spike. Dude, and unfortunately, it's been scanned. Yeah.
Yopaj is like, come at me. Let's go. You want to battle? I am Yopaj, and I got a magnetized for you. Dude, he does not care at all. Look at that guy.
All right, this is broken.
How did he do that? He's so strong.
I can't believe that worked.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. Dude, he just, all right, this is the replay. Look at this guy.
That's like the next level of smoke detection. Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, my goodness. There's an enemy team here, guys.
And just turn it all the way around. Use everything on Yopaj, and they don't kill him.
Man, that is just straight up comical.
That was before Treads.
6 Spirit Vessel charges.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Gabby, you better hurry up on that Manta, bro.
Get out of here.
You got some problems.
It's not
Dire's
safe.
middle tower is under attack.
God, this double bracer build.
Is he? Can they kill him? I think he might be dead.
They definitely can. Jeez. He does 187 damage a right click on top of it. Like with these treads now, he just beats people
Dire's
down.
middle tower is
Oh
under
man, Spirit
attack.
Vessel destroys this hero. Oh good God.
Yeah, needs that Manta.
Dire's structures are
500
fortified.
and a little bit more than that gold away.
Dire's middle
They at least
tower
have the
is under
Aghanims
attack.
finally now for, well no, that's for the Gyrocopter. Never mind. That's their team. Well, they all have
Dire's
a
middle
mask of
tower
madness
has
Aghanims
fallen.
Gyrocopter.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna remember that roll in for a while. That
Radiant's
was a
top
great
tower
play.
is under attack.
By great play,
right there.
I mean, it was disgusting.
It's like something one of your allies would say in a pub and be like, but why? Isn't there a smarter way? Just no, I got this, bro. Hold on. That was some serious Leroy Jenkins stuff happened.
Yeah.
Dire are
3,000
scanning.
gold lead now. And, you know, you look at the win probability, it's favoring the Radiant, but I think it's speaking to this potential issue later on down the line. Gabby can get big, and Gabby can cause problems. As Tim's is being chased, will not be found.
Radiant's top
Looks like
tower
he is going to be
under
able to
attack.
escape for the moment, unless Oracle. They won't find him. He's TPing now.
He's in need of the blink for sure.
So when, you know, Gabby gets Manta now done and finishes off afterwards the E-Blade, is there a point where this does start to get scarier at all for Neon? Or like I'm trying to figure out when they get the damage to deal with this Earth Spirit, and then after that, like the damage Gyro's going to get into.
I mean, I want to say like Armel's blink, but it's so far away because he needs the BKB.
Yeah. Ooh, almost got him.
Not even close.
Okay, P. Gets out of there. The mid lane, the cooldown comes out afterward, and they will blow him up, but the return, March ends up dying for it, and now the rollback.
Manta.
Yeah, he has 18 Spirit Vessel charges. It doesn't matter. They can't chase him.
Wait, what? Oh my
No,
god,
it's
I thought okay. Wait a second. That's not possible.
There's been 14 kills.
I've definitely seen games like that though. People just kind of
Yeah.
forget. Like they're stomping so hard.
Yeah. Now just down to 2,000 gold lead. And that's, I guess, what we were just talking about. Gyro can get killed still.
Yeah, that was a little bit crazy by Scam. I'm not sure about that positioning. He was like completely alone. And he was killing Venom wards, which is always just going to put you in a bit of a vulnerable position too.
Yeah.
But he'll have his BKB on the earlier end. Jeez, okay, that happened fast. I guess he's only like a couple hundred gold away, but now it's time for a smoke here from TNC, I would imagine, with the blink done on Tim's. Oh, look, he gets to smoke with this blink. How perfect. Gotta hurry, though. It's 20 minutes coming up soon.
And Mel there wanted to.
Tim's is trying to contest that top one, so he's going to mess with Scam while the battle will happen in the bottom lane, and Tim's got scared. He ran away.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Really
attack.
interesting. We're seeing these like Earth Spirit illusions even just get sent out up to high ground, and they're having trouble dealing with them too. Call down, cool down is the call, which is a fun set.
Thank you for that. Rolling in the bottom lane. How about is that fun? That didn't look very fun.
For KP. It was fun for Yopa.
Yeah, I stole an avalanche. That's a good steal too for play hard.
And he has a blink too.
Aha! Anything you can do, I can do better.
So it's got an Aether Lens on top of that, which is very, very farmed. Tim's gonna TP out of there,
Radiant
realizing he
are
could
scanning.
potentially be in a lot of trouble, and he was right about that. All right, now I'm impressed with TNC just sort of dodging the fights consistently, and then, you know, being able to find that pick off onto Gyro was really nice.
Yeah, that breathed a little bit more life back into their game. I would have been more concerned with the current status if it wasn't for that. On the other hand, though, that is probably going to sober up Skev a little, and we'll probably just see him farm super fast towards his BKB.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Roche could be another thought in the next team fight win, potentially. As 4 heroes grouped together, Armel does not have BKB or Blink yet, but Tim's, as you mentioned, does.
Oh, there's the Oracle.
That's a good target to get if they can get him right to start. Astral Step goes in, immediate save for themselves. Over to the side, they get the lift up to get away from Armel and Tim's, and oh, that was not the reveal they wanted.
Dire's
The team
top
went
tower
right.
is
They were
under
hoping to
attack.
find someone else or something. Well, March is initiating. They're walking in.
Radiant's middle
Toss
tower
back
is
on the
under
Oracle. That's a
attack.
good person to kill, and no buyback. Okay, rolling around a little bit, finding the kill onto Tim. Skem in trouble. Gabby is beating away at him, and they managed to bring him down. Switching back into Gyrocopter. He's got the Rocket Barrage out, and 3 for 3.
Radiant
Skem's
structures
TPing
are
in from
fortified.
the outpost.
Okay. Silence. JG's here as well. BKB gonna be popped. Skewer away. Lopez bit off more than he could chew. And now JG's seen if he can kill Gabby, but that's not gonna happen. What have
Radiant's
you
middle tower
done?
is under
All right.
attack.
What? So Yopaz was
Radiant's
up
middle
at like the
tower
old
has fallen.
shrine, and he TP'd to that tower to try and get in on that.
Yeah.
I think he thought that like he could go for the turnaround play on the
Radiant's
Gabby,
middle
but
tower
he
is
might have thought
under
the RP
attack.
was already spent too. That might have been what happened.
whatever the case was, it did not work for Neon, who take this early lead and start to fall apart a little bit now. The plus side, at least, is they did get the stolen RP on Rubik with the Blink Dagger. So this is going to be stunned for a very long time with the Arcane Supremacy working. But they need to find a way to make use of it.
And I am
Radiant's
very
bottom
surprised that he
tower is
managed to
under
surpass Skim in this game. I mean, Skim now up to 3 deaths all of a sudden. Now, remember that like one time they picked off Gabby with the Earth Spirit, and it's like, oh no, end of the road here for Gabby. And now he has Manta BKB, so that's the end of deaths for him, at least by solo heroes. Like, you need a full-on team fight to kill this guy now, because they don't have anything through the BKB.
No.
And they're not going to for a very long time if they ever even get one.
Well, play hard. He has RP now and does land it only on the one.
That is through the BKB. That they could do.
And it looks like they're going to be able to find a finish on the Tims, but no more RP after that.
Smashing.
Gyrocopter gets his BKB, and they are going into Roche.
I think where it spots it, though.
And Armel, skewer out. Okay, and then the into the taunt. Oh, that was pretty, but can they get him alive? False promise, saving his life for the moment. BKB out from Skem. Gabby just down the right cadence with the reflect cannon. He's taking a lot of damage, though, actually. Gabby still BKB'd, but it's going to wear off, and he goes down. Oh my god, the timing of that from Yopaj was brilliant.
I think that wasn't quite as scary looking as he thought it was going to be.
One horn the damage of 2.
And what is this? They're smoking out. They're after the mag.
Okay. They found Armel. Yopaj does a little miscue on the roll, but they got him with the root
Radiant
afterwards, and now
Skewer.
flying around. Play hard, looking like Superman.
Roshan has fallen to the
And
Radiant.
they managed to get Roche. Okay, and back we go again.
Yeah, I thought he stole the Sven for a second there. That was quite the little leap.
Kind of awesome. As we're going to take a quick little look-see at this again.
So, yeah, the skewer into the Aether taunt, and then they can't quite get the finish. Oracle save comes through, and there just was not enough damage here.
Precious bounty.
Yes. I think going Manta BKB limits your damage on the more flames. Kind of what I learned here at this point.
Yeah, it was probably a better fight timing for Neon, that is true. He's now going to start building in towards that E-Blade and probably try and hunt Sir Oracle here.
Tim's going to TP out the roll right where he was, but the missile already signaled that he is away.
Dire's
So
bottom tower
6,000
is under
gold
attack.
lead still.
Dire's
Big win
structures
after
are
that fight in the
fortified.
Aegis,
Blink skewer?
and could have gone.
Team doesn't want to come. I mean, understandable. Dude,
Play
like
on its-
BKB stuff.
He is so farmed right now.
Dire's
He's
bottom
ahead
tower
of
has fallen.
KP. It's got Blink, Force, Aether Lens. Like, what?
Yeah, KP got into the unfortunate
Dire's
position that
bottom
the
tower
Void Spirits
is
can
under
find themselves
attack.
where, like, the rest of his team didn't necessarily want to fight that much, and he is a fighting hero. And then you also don't get the levels as fast, even though he has, like, a bit of a solo lane. It wasn't as good as being in the mid, and Tim just gets skewered back in again. And crushed.
Playhard is owning.
Yeah.
This guy's a baller. They kick back again onto Armel, who's going to BKB and TP out of there. Longer wants to be around here.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top tower is under attack.
It definitely
Dire's
has
middle
that
tower
feel
is under
for
attack.
KP where
Radiant's
this
courier
just has
has
not
been
worked out the
killed.
way that he wants it to. They won't be able to run down March, it looks like, but they roll back away, take control of this area of the map.
I think the Plague Ward saved him, or else Playhard might be able to get the Blink Skewer.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So at the very least, TNC are doing a good job of sort of pushing out these side lanes and getting farm on their other cores. Gabby definitely
Dire's
needs some
bottom
me time.
tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Big old heels coming
Dire's
out from
middle
Scam,
tower
who
is
can
under
walk
attack.
forward again, roll
Dire's
in,
middle
tries to
tower
find
has
one.
fallen.
They are going to get the Venom ulti
Radiant
out, but
structures
that
are
means it's stolen
fortified.
by the Rubik, and
Radiant's
they
top
will
tower
not be
is
able to
under
kill
attack.
anybody else.
Arcane Supremacy, Venom ulti.
Oh god, that's really scary. They find Gabby again. Silence. Oh, Manta. BKB. Waveform run in. TP out and going to
Radiant's
manage to
top
escape.
tower is under attack.
Get rid of the rest of that pesky Agi
Dire's
as he
bottom
wants to.
tower is under attack.
Very, very cool. Great start again for Neon. It feels like they've been setting the tempo with the Earth Spirit and then
Dire are
making
scanning.
consistent kills around the map. And this whole time it's getting towards Skem having a Scotty done.
Yeah, nice and tanky, and continuing to reduce morphling. If he tries to like go strength morphing and everything outside of his BKB, gonna run into some trouble. Not really canceling out any big heal auras or anything though, because they don't have any.
No.
The only aura they're working with right now on the side of TNC, I think, is the pipe, and a ring of Gila, I guess.
Which, you know, it's really feeling to me like just when you get that 5-man together from Neon, it's so much more potent. Granted, we haven't seen like the big Veno ulti into all of them when there's been chances for it, but you know, there's that opportunity later on down the line as well.
And Armel also now has like, you know, big BKB, big Blink Dagger,
Dire's bottom tower
and
is
that
under
unfortunately is a stolen Empower though.
Oh no. More damage to all of his friends.
attack.
And
Radiant are
Scotty,
scanning.
yeah, with the Empower, it's going to be even more damage. Damn, dude.
Dire's bottom tower
This is
is
gonna
under
be
Yeah, now
attack.
161 plus 55. Let's see this.
Dire's bottom tower
Plus
has
106.
Yeah, no big deal, you know. Not like it's a huge issue or anything. He walks right on into it, chasing for more.
Radiant's
Armel
top
trying
tower
to
is
escape,
under
does
attack.
have the missile on him. They step forward the missile,
Radiant's top
but
tower
Armel is
has
going to
fallen.
manage to TP out of there.
Sick. It never
Good
works.
reaction. No. At least force out that BKB from him. So good dodge by TNC, able to escape from the clutches of Neon. They probably are going to wait for the next Roche, I would imagine.
What have we?
Now there's the fact that JG is going this like full aura build, right?
Yes.
So the scaling isn't necessarily there right now for Neon because you have an Earth Spirit and a Pango core. So you have two super tanky and annoying cores, but you're essentially all in on damage from Skem. So when you're all in on someone, sometimes these like big disables
Dire's
can just kind of
top
ruin your
tower
whole
is under
composition,
attack.
and they do have the RP, but at the same time you have single target save in the Oracle. So there's gonna be a battle of
Precious bounty.
John Uel and
Dire's top tower
surviving
is under
to make
attack.
sure that Skem will survive.
Right. Well, and you know, he's got a Glimmer Cape. He's got pretty quick movement speed and all that good stuff as well. Of course, the big worry is now that the E-Blade's online, if you do get even one disable from any of these other heroes on TNC,
Dire's
you
top
will
tower
explode.
has fallen.
Yeah,
Very quickly.
Radiant's
very likely.
bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, but there he gets the blink. There, even safer. Good
So
choice.
formed. What the hell? How's everybody have so much gold? I guess we're 31 minutes in. A lot of objectives taken.
Radiant's
Tier
bottom
2
tower
towers
is
no
under
longer
attack.
standing for the Dire. We're almost at the
They-
Aghanims.
They didn't get any outposts, did they? Either.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I think
under
it was
attack.
captured in time. Nicely done by Neon. Take that away, man. Neon playing so well.
Yeah. It's an impressive team. They came in through the open qualifiers just a couple of months ago, won esports, and they're looking really good now. I think this is a team that everybody kind of needs to be on the lookout for.
I'm worried about this next team fight if he still has his arcane room with a 10-second BKB. That sounds like a recipe for very good success for you and a painful time for your opponent.
6.5-second silence with the talent. It's kind of nutty. Right?
That's quite long. Imagine if you got like a timeless relic.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's just, and the other thing about it is that it's like it's a 9-second cooldown, right? So even when you manta, like eventually that thing's coming back up again. If these team fights take any amount of time at all, you're just not going to be casting spells.
And currently he's just using this arcane rune to farm.
I mean, that's a good use of things, right?
Try and get his Shivas.
I love him just holding on to the illusion rune also, though. Nice little dispel if things get a little bit dicey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw the minimap. This looks like a smoke, huh?
Yeah. Play hard. Does look to evacuate the area. Currently sitting with no agi, so 0 armor on play hard.
Radiant's courier
bold.
has been
This is
killed.
the play, though. I think you always go all strength.
Radiant are scanning.
Way too good.
Top Yopaj going to TP away and seeing if they're in the pit, sees that they're not. And a smoke up to high ground. Danger, danger. There's the lift up and catching one man right off the bat. He's gonna die. Rolling in for round 2. Who can they find? Skewer away. Everybody's trying to run away. Oh, and it looks like they will all get out. March, yeah, he gets out as well. They ran so fast.
Yeah, part of the problem there too is that you can't really RP initiate once you see the ball come down. So either you're gonna hit the rolling thunder with your RP and then you're just gonna get chain stunned if you like grab him with his allies, or you're gonna miss and he's just gonna turn and come bash you while you're trying to follow up with the RP. So once that's out, they kind of just start backing away and hoping they can find a second initiation, and obviously the opportunity wasn't there. Also want to play hard, but he is way too tanky, my friend. Yeah, he's got more strength than you do.
It's not wrong, man. That is
Radiant's
tough.
bottom tower
That is
is under
a
attack.
whole heck of a lot of Rubik. Yeah, they can't bring him down. Yeah, I think it's really interesting too, because their heroes are like so well suited to just running in right now. It feels like on Neon, like when Earth Spirit can just roll into the midst of things and know I don't have to worry about dying or being bursted or any of that stuff, then he feels like, you know, you can do that initiation and you don't necessarily have to have all the best vision in the world.
Well, we're worried about Scam not finding something to deal with these BKBs either, and he does have that basher with the Aghanims, so 10% generally like kind of bad for range heroes, but for Gyro it's kind of different because of the Aghanims.
Yeah,
Precious bounty.
it's real nice. Gonna be going back for the satanic afterwards. I would like the idea of eventually going into the abyssal for Gyro
Yeah,
too.
it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Ever since they added the mobility. I mean, Gyro was one of the weird heroes that used to get it back in the day before it even had the blink. Because it was like, sometimes you just kind of need it on Gyro because you know everyone's building BKB versus you.
Right. So, well, TNC into the pit. And do not know if that one was scouted or not. Neon can't afford to give this one away for free, but
it's too fast.
they're going to.
Roshan has fallen to
Aegis
the
and
death.
cheese, just like that, and JG forced to run away. So a big win there. TNC able to sneak away Roche.
Yeah, they've given up all their outer towers, but a straight 5v5 is a bit of a scary thought, I would think, for both teams. I think their fighting power right now is relatively even. Sure, I would rather be on Neon. I think they're winning this game and everything, and I think it's likely that they can close it out, but you can never count out just RP.
Right. That being said, there is somebody that can take that RP away.
Yeah, don't let that happen.
He's actually almost got an Aghanim scepter too. He is super duper farmed on Play Hard.
It's a very good Axe game.
So much good stuff. My oh man, stealing Resonant Pulse. Let's go.
Stealing Skewer again would be crazy.
Oh yeah. Cooldown drops down to 6. I don't know like how good that would be. I guess probably pretty good.
Oh, in combination with the Pango and the Earth Spirit, like I feel like you'd actually be like sheep herders.
Just pushing everybody around. Okay, I could dig it.
Pickup though is they get a Princess Knife. Not sure who they're gonna put that on.
Baiting Skem here. He's got Satanic ready to go. They're thinking about going on him.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, Radiant. They got all the vision in the world. Do it, Yopaj. You know you want to.
Yeah, it worked last time. It was about 20 minutes ago, but it might work again. I mean, you got 4 HP.
It's true. Smoke up here from TNC, waiting for anybody to show on the map that they think they can burst. But they will not find anybody at the moment. Gabby showing in the mid lane for only a second there. As Skem underneath their own wards.
Oh, a leveler.
Okay.
On the Basher gyro.
Okay, that's pretty good. Now roll back and forth. They find Gabby, didn't get the switch over to the strength form. Now trying to turn into the gyrocopter and throw the damage back out the other way. Gabby and start Dylan on the net, already saving him. They're gonna get destroyed. He got absolutely wrecked there. Meanwhile, on the other side, Playhard, he's also gonna fall down. And Gabby just beats on into the Oracle. Yopaj tries to get away. They jump in front of it with the Magnus again, trying to roll, but they jump in front of him again. Yopaj is in a ton of trouble. Oh my god, he gets out. Just barely able to roll away. Well, that was not the way I think the gyro thought that was gonna go.
Tell you one thing, he didn't get the bash.
Dire's top
That's for
tower
sure.
is under attack.
Oh my god.
Radiant's middle tower is under
that
attack.
looked terrible.
Yeah, the Morph did more
Radiant's
damage
middle
than the
tower
entire
has
Radiant
fallen.
team.
Well, and no wonder. Look at his damage right now.
Yeah.
It's got like 550.
Radiant's middle
this
tower
Morph
is
versus
under
gyro
attack.
matchup is so brutal.
Radiant
Dude, are they
structures
really
are
just about to win
fortified.
this game right now? Jericho
Dire's
is a buyback.
structures are fortified.
This was such a big turnaround.
Radiant's middle
Oh, it's
tower
crazy they've
is
just been
fallen.
so consistent at catching him before the BKB got off.
Yeah, and now gets another round of stuns, and well, just like that, never mind. They missed on the roll. He's getting away. Okay, Aegis down. Tim's under control. He gets bashed, beaten, possibly killed. And now Gabby versus the world. Can he do it? Trying to roll away and just have the TP. But he's out of there. Immediately, Pango queues up the Basher.
Yeah. That was a lot of death, so that's everyone died. I mean, if you count the Aegis, so we even back out a little bit. And so does Dota Plus. It's losing some faith in Neon ever so slightly.
Just want to get off the roller coaster ride. don't let me stay here.
Oh, there it is, the relic.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Yopaj also has the Spell Prism, which they now also get for the Dire side.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder if it's worth it to give the Timeless Relic to the Rubik. See how he does braid it out there. Yeah, so he's doing that. Yeah, also got a Shaco. So Rubik is going to be the one that takes the Timeless Relic instead, and he is 750 gold away from finishing off his Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, and he does not plan on keeping buyback.
Invisibility.
No.
And he's got, what, 6 minutes till it's back, so might as well.
Look up.
Level 25s coming up soon or already here. The Morphlane has the 2 waveform charges. Gyrocopter decided to go for the classic homing missile stuff. We've got more damage from Empower and Cleave, and about to get 25 for Pango and also Earth Spirit, who actually bought a tome to make sure that he gets it. Which one does he take? They're both kind of cool. Yeah, he takes the Rolling Boulder stun.
Man, I totally forgot. Remember Earth Spirit release when you just always pull allies?
Yeah, that's
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was so stupid.
It's a fun skill.
Wow. So that's really worth it. I mean, I guess it makes sense when you have the Spell Prism, right? Because now he has a 1.6 second stun on a 2.4 second cooldown. So it has like a 66.66% uptime.
Now that's with the Octarine core kind of insane. I haven't seen this build before. This makes me want to play Earth Spirit mid. What the heck? It's great. And
It's like a chain stun.
Dire
Yeah.
are scanning.
It's a roll stun. Thanks. I appreciated the half laugh.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was a groan. It was distinctly not a laugh.
Timeless Relic picked up now for the Dire as well. So the gold lead about 5,000 or so into the favor of Neon. It's 3,000.
Armel has switched out his Imp Claw for a Princess Knife. Decided that, wait, that item's kind of bad in the sense that I need a game changer. And Imp Claw is not it, so see if the Hex can do it.
Interesting to watch that. Right now, TNC gonna take over the high ground on the Radiant side of the map. They are under vision though. There's an observer ward here, and kind of grouping together. There's a big question: do you want to try and take the fight where you have some of the vision? They are thinking about it. Smoke up now.
Top tower
JG ready to go. They have to know that they're up here. And our Spirit going to roll into position. Do they go? Jump in. Rubik brazenly in front of all of them. They find the Rubik going to be saved by the Oracle. Skewer back onto all. RP going to land afterwards. They destroy one, but now the RP's going. Fuel Scepter lift up. Rubik has it afterwards. Oh, he's vodka. Dude, AP saving the day right there. Unbelievable. Yopaj, though, in the midst of all of them, trying to bring down that magnet. And look at the damage coming from the Morphling. It's almost enough quickly able to live. Barely. And now the turn. JG, what more can they do? Doesn't feel like it's all that much. They need a type of disarm or anything at all. They're still living through all of this. Gabby turns the fight, has the E-Blade afterwards. Triple kill for Gabby. They're going to buy back on the Pengo to try and get into this fight. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. In the end, they roll in on top of him, kick him away. Yopaj will go down. There's an ultra kill for Gabby. And right now, Armel appreciating greatness. This carry player is doing the work.
Oh man, the one-man army. That was ridiculous. How much damage did he do? Oh, it doesn't even show the full extent.
12,000 is what I got.
Oh yeah, mine's way different than yours. Holy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's pretty good.
Man, that morph into the gyrocopter is just so insane. And then he transforms into the Earth Spirit too, and there's our little replay there too, where it was a bold initiation, as you said, but with the full change of the strength morph, like it kind of worked. I thought it was going to go better for them, especially when the RP came out. But there it is, the Yule's up while he had the stolen RP, but the delay there from KP made it so the false promise ticked out, and they ended up dying first before he could cast it, saving it. Or I think they would have won that fight.
Yeah. It would have been a huge turnaround, absolutely. And you can see there in the end, just getting messy. But the one that stood out through it all was Gabby, able to deal all the damage in the world. Got 2 morphs off in that one, I think.
Yeah.
So 4,000 gold lead now as they take the tier 3 tower and the range tracks mid. And Roche back up again. The refresher shard. Can they get there in time? Can they do anything even if they can get there in time? I think the answer to both of those is no.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be in time for sure with the power of the magnet.
Immortality.
Yes. And Gabby, of course, just even stronger with the bonus from that. And man, he's going to be level 30 pretty soon, which it's a nice level 30 because you get the 12% CDR and the multi-strike. It's the multi-shot, multi-strike. Yeah, that thing.
The multi-multi, the double-double.
Yeah. The multiplication.
It's +3, so it's actually 4, so it's the quad.
No, it's actually not. It's a lie. It's only +2. I know.
Oh, what?
I know.
Excuse me?
Trust me, I was very disappointed when I tested that.
My world is broken.
It's just a straight up lie.
Unbelievable. Well, nonetheless, it's a lot of adaptive strikes. And right now, with a 6,000 gold lead and a butterfly done on Morph, he is well and truly the strongest hero in this game. Just casually sitting with the Empower backdooring tier 2 towers. Because he can do that. Gabby.
And now they have the Abyssal too. And the Refresher. So Armel's looking for the big game ender. He wants some flashiness here to finish things off. Gabby is the gyro now.
Okay, and right click. RP gonna be used. Skim trying to do what he can. Magnetize onto several. Skim. RP there one time again. They steal it. Oh no, we got the power off. Damn, he got the power off and didn't have enough for that second RP. Does now. Still nobody dead.
Yeah, I think that was kind of okay for Neon.
Yeah.
Considering they all survived.
Danger Town is that they're still got Gyro and he's got Flak. So walks forward, beating away at the tower. Attribute shifts to the side. We'll get the stun out.
And of course, he also has Empower now.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Good play by the mag to get that Empower off before Rubik was able to steal RP. It was an immediate cast afterwards.
Yeah, he's gonna be super careful.
Avalanche, not even used, just a toss back on to the Remnant, and the RP comes out from Armel, controlled and gonna be killed as they all start to fall. Yopez trying to get away. They do bring down the Tiny. Armel forced to jump away, and actually they've gone a bit too far. So they do manage to punish there, but only for a second. And now KP, he gets demolished. But Gabby, he's so strong. This guy is really hard to deal with, but maybe he's gone a bit too far. He's got a man again. Dave and the jump. They bring it down to Oracle, and Yopaz has to just jump away. So they do lose the Tiny and the KP Void Spirit. Can they find anybody else on the retreat? Does not look like it.
Gabby's gonna give me a heart attack here.
And Satanic. He's back up to full again.
How was that math?
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's
he's just knock-a-poo in him.
Has fallen.
Waveform. Jumps on the scam again. There
Radiant's
is a
middle
whole
barracks are
host of
under
damage.
attack.
Yopaj trying to stop it. Armel goes in afterwards. Abyssal Blade. What more can they offer? He jumps out of there, skewer back the other direction, and with everybody dead with the exception of the Earth Spirit, well, also the Rubik now. Yeah, there's just no way. It's far, far too much damage. As Gabby beating down buildings, taking it down the Ancient, and no amount of lifts or Fade Bolts are going to stop pressure and this eventual victory. The GG is called at TNC. Pull it out.
Yeah, Neon maybe too patient? Is that what our end